Vito Master Curtis and Goofy here, right? And we're going to present to you 3 games of chess on YouTube today. And we're not playing any goofy moves, right? That's right. Anyway, the first game that we're going to show you today is going to be against Mr. Ihah from Brazil. He's only rated 1487. And I play the Samisch. He plays the King's Indian. And what I want to I'm showing you this game for, though it's a lower rated player, it's because if you make 1 or 2 weak moves, just how you can be severely punished for it, right? And the second game I'm going to show you is against Samisch. He's progressively a stronger player. He's 1843 rating. He's from India. And it's a particularly nice checkmate. Poor old Summit. He exploded on the screen in Twitch Live today when I was streaming and said, oh no. He was just absolutely so shaken with the way he was checkmated. And you will really love it, because I think all chess players love a really good checkmate. And finally, the third game I'm going to give you today, I played a 3-game match against Larry Evans from the United States. And Larry lost the first game. He got checkmated badly in the first game, about 37 moves. The second game, he beat me on time. It was dead level position, probably should have been a draw. But he won on time, fair enough. So it was 1-1. And I thought, well, gee, I've got to really punish Larry Evans. So we're playing a 5-minute chess game in the final game. And it's in that game that I announced mate in 5. And so I'm going to try to recreate the emotion for you when I show you that particular game. But we'll start with the first game against Ihah. There we go. Here we go. We've got Ihah, 1487 from Brazil. Okay. And we're into that analysis room with Ihah. Okay, c5, knight to f3, d6, d4. Oh, notice all book moves. So he plays quite well. He's 1487. He's done his homework, so he knows all the moves up to a certain point. And so I played bishop e3, star move, best move. Plays knight to f6, book move. So it's all theory at this stage. So I played queen to d2, book move, and he castles. And I played bishop c. The engine says I should castle. Played bishop c4, it's a book move. And then he played knight e5. So I played bishop b3. Okay, so I played the star move there. At this stage, white's got a small initiative. And he played bishop d7. It was at this stage that I know that I should castle queenside. But you know what I thought? I thought, no, he's 1487. If I don't castle queenside and I just launch an attack against his kingside, I thought, well, if he plays 1 or 2 second-rate moves, because I've changed my move order, then he might just fall apart. So I tried h4. The good old h4. Throw the pawn at him. See the engine saying that I should castle. You can see the arrow there with the engine saying I should castle queenside. And he played rook c8. Now you can see the point of me not castling. I'm launching my kingside attack and having one move up my sleeve. That's the point. So I played h5 and I thought, off we go to the races. Now he should take the pawn, right? But he was a bit frightened that I might take his knight off, I think. So he played b6, and this is the beginning of the end for Ihah. And that's what I'm trying to show you today with this particular opening. I'm trying to explain to you that if in the same issue, if you play one slow move that's incorrect, you get punished so badly. So I just played pawn takes pawn. He can't take with the pawn because the f pawn, because the bishop pins the pawn. So he then took with this pawn, right? And that's the best move. So I played bishop h6, star move, best move. And then he played queen c7. So I thought, well, It's a double question mark move. And I looked at it and I thought, well, it doesn't seem to do anything. I'll go and checkmate him. Right, so we're only on move 15. He played knight there. Now here, I've got forced mate in 2 or 3. Forced mate in 3. I think it is 3 moves. Yeah, 3 moves. Yeah, I should play queen here, and then if he takes the knight, takes a bishop, then that opens up the castle, and the queen here would be able to go checkmate, right? But I thought, well, I'll do it my way. I played rook takes knight first, a clearing move, okay? And it was the wrong move. Okay, but what did he play? He played pawn takes, I played queen there. Now I'm threatening checkmate. Now he should play a move like, I don't know, he played knight g6 to stop the checkmate. I just took his knight off. And that was the end of the game. He resigned. He flagged. Okay, he still had 1 minute 41 seconds on his clock, but his position looked that bad, and I hadn't even castled yet. So as you can see, he can't take the queen because the bishop pins. Okay, and I am threatening checkmate. See the checkmate? Checkmate. There we go. He can do a move like e6, right? But after queen here, the game is lost. Okay. It's just totally lost, okay? All right then, so our next game is game 2, is with Samisch Kripalani from India. So we'll have a look at Samisch's game. Here we go, we'll put that in the analysis room, Samisch's game. And Samisch is progressively more, he's a higher rate of play, he's 1843. And Samisch nearly fell off his chair, he said, when he saw what I was about to play. He didn't see it coming. He didn't see it coming. And that's why I'm showing you this particular game. It's not a great game, but it's a beautiful, beautiful finish. And you will enjoy it. So he plays c6, d4, and we've got the Caro-Khan defense. Mainline, knight there, pawn takes, knight there, knight there. Okay, so it's all book, except for my move. c5 is supposedly good by the engine. The engine says the position's pretty equal, but we're not grandmasters, Samisch Kripalani and I. We're only ordinary hackers just trying to have some fun with our chess, just like you guys do. So I played knight e4, and yes, of course, he should have chased my knight away earlier on. He should have chased the knight away with h6. See the little arrow? That was a much better move, yeah. But he didn't. So I played knight there. And now he plays queen b6. Well, his queen's on the wrong side of the board. Should be a little bit closer to his king. So I moved my bishop back because I thought, well, I don't know why I did it. But that's right, I couldn't play knight takes pawn or anything like that. And I didn't know what to do. So I really should have played queen to d3 with the idea of knight to g4 and knight takes knight check or something. The engine like that. Anyway, played knight there, and I thought, well, gee, I'll rip his pawn off. The engine says it's an inaccuracy, right? And castles was the best move. And then he took that off, and the engine says, that's a great move. So then I took the pawn off. And now the engine says he should play knight to e5. And he's got a good game. That's what the engine says. So, well, he might be winning a piece after knight there. Anyway, it says white's winning. So, but knight e5 is different. That's why knight e5, we'll see what happens on knight e5. Black's slightly better. Black's slightly better after that move. It's a hard move to find though. And then bang, I played queen there. I didn't take the rook because when you see a good move, look for a better move, okay? Look for a better move. And so then he plays knight there and he tries to hit my queen. So I thought, well, better take his rook with check. He moved his king in the corner. So what would you do now in this position? Would you take the knight? Would you castle? Would you castle into safety? Would you give him a queen check? What would you do as black in this position? I'll give you a few seconds for the beginners out there. All the more experienced players will see it straight away. Can you see the move? No rush. Yes. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, it's queen to G8 check. And that he didn't see it coming. And he took it off. He thought he won the queen. And I gave him a big knight check. And that was the end of him. Boom! What a lovely checkmate. Isn't that nice? And we hadn't even castled. He castled into what he thought was safety. So he's got his king safe, all right. Maybe his king would be safer in the middle like mine. What do you think? Anyway, in the next game, we're going to go to the game of Larry Evans. Where is that? Larry Evans. Now that was Samisch. Larry Evans. Here he is. Right. And so we're going to get rid of Samisch off there. And we're going to go into Larry Evans' game. And the reason why I'm showing this one is that we had a 3-game match against Larry, and he beat me on time in our last game, right? Dead level position. I beat him the first time, checkmated him pretty badly. But I thought, well, in this game, I announced checkmate in 5. Okay? So let's have a look at what happens. B3. I played B3. Me? I played D6. I played bishop B2. E5. E5. There. Knight F3. Yeah, so this position's level according to the bar on the side of the board. All I was trying to do was just do something unusual. Just to throw him off his normal game. But I am trying to control white squares, you might notice. I am trying to control white squares, even though he has got a bit of control, major control over the black squares. But if I'm ever able to contest those black squares, well then the game could change. And you might see that happen. So knight to f6, and white's got a slight edge, but it's a star move. It's the best move. He's a good player. 21-43, Larry Evans, he's a tough player. He's tough. From the United States, they're fighters over there, you know that. So he took my knight on quick f3 there, and the engine's clearly saying that the bishop should have moved back and challenged the white squares. It's from this point on that I'm able to control white squares in the game. So I recaptured on f3. He plays knight c6, star move. He wants to plonk his knight on d4. So I moved my knight to d5 because I want to control white squares. Now, he played bishop e7. And the engine says that's the best move, a star move, okay? So I took his knight, and why did I take his knight? Well, I took his knight because when he recaptures with the bishop, which is the best move, his bishop looks like a pawn. Have a look at that pawn chain. And the bishop just looks like one of the pawns. It hasn't got much maneuverability, whereas my bishop is superior. And I thought, well, if he moves the knight in the middle, my bishop will be better than his bishop. And that was my logic behind it. So I castled, star move, best move. And now he played queen c7, which doesn't seem to do anything, does it? But it does give him the option of castling queenside. And he's probably thinking about it, but he had 4 minutes and 26 seconds, and I had 4 minutes and 9 seconds. So I played queen to e2, and he thought, well, I might try to expand. I won't tell him where my king is hiding. But I decided, no, well, if you're just going to sit there like a big, great lump, I'm going to play f4 and try to open you up. So he thought he quickly played queen to e7. He should have castled queenside. The engine feels that the king side seems to be like a dangerous place to live. Anyway, I took the pawn off, star move, best move. See, he can't take with the bishop because a bishop takes pawn check. See, if he takes with the bishop, if he takes that, the bishop here can come down there and snap that pawn off on f7. And so this is why the engine wanted him to castle queenside. Now he takes with the knight, which is the best move. So he's still hindering me a little bit, but I just pop my bishop in because you know I like the white squares there. Oh, rook's f5 was better according to the engine. I didn't play the best chess here, but I played reasonably good chess. Right? He castled, and I played rook there. Now it's at this stage that I could see that if he played knight to f3 check, he should sort of be okay if his bishop doesn't get trapped. He played rook to b8. The engine says, well, rook to a2. How would you find a move like that? In this position, the engine's suggesting rook here, right? Rook here. That's what the engine's suggesting. How would you find a move like that? Well, the engines do. Anyway, he played rook there, which I thought was okay, but I thought, well, I'll move my bishop out of the way. You know what? I was actually frightened in this position of knight check. But really, I didn't see that his bishop's offside and everything, and I can just trap his bishop in there, and his bishop can't get out, right? So he can't play knight check here. So, but I didn't realise that at the time, being having only 2 minutes and 52 seconds on the clock. Anyway, I'll speed things up. I moved my bishop off the line, great stuff, and played rook f5. So he hit me, and I induced a weakness. And I even said to my stream audience on Twitch Live today, I said, I'm playing rook to f5 because I want to induce a weakness in his position. And that's what he did. It's a weakness. So I went back, and he played bishop hits rook. I thought, oh no, he's chasing me. I'll move away. And now he played king g7. Star move, best move, right? And then I played d4. Star move. And why? Because I need space. I've got to get space and lines, open lines for my bishops. So he took with the pawn. I played bishop there. That's right. I didn't recapture the pawn with the rook. It blocked my diagonal. So I played bishop there, and he went back there, and I took the pawn off. It's here that he makes a big mistake. He moved his knight back there. And this was an intense game. The engine described this game as intense. It said, nice win, you were never in trouble. So I played rook takes bishop, star move, best move. And I said, you bloody beauty, I said. I got really excited. He took with the knight, and then I thought, well, now, watch that one, rook here. Okay? And now it's with this situation now that you think, well, he just moved the rook over there. He was hoping that I would take the two pieces and take the check and win the queen, and then he'll fight with the two rooks against my other pieces. But I had other ideas. I thought, no, I want to get that knight for nothing, not for a piece. So I played queen here, knowing that I could take the knight with check for nothing. Okay? And I thought, why not? And it wasn't a better move. Let's see what the engine said. When I played queen here, oh, it says queen to f2 was better. Ah, engine, you are so clever. Anyway, he played king there, and I took his knight off. I captured his knight. I said, you beauty. I was really excited. So he plays queen to c7. And it's here I looked at the position. I thought, well, I want to announce mate in fives. Oh, no, it wasn't here. It was here. He played queen there, and I played king here. So I got my king safe, and then I thought to myself, I've got to somehow lock this queen in on the wrong side of the board and checkmate this dude. So then he played a useless move like a5. He's got 2 minutes and 36 seconds. He said, well, I might as well push a pawn. So I pushed a pawn just to block it. He pushed one, I pushed one again. Okay? I should come back and hit his queen. I can win a million different ways, but it was here, in this position, that I announced mate in 5. And I haven't even got a check. And I said, I am going to mate him in 5 moves. And oh no, it wasn't there, it was here. I announced mate in 5, was it? No, here I announced mate in 5. I've got a star move for that. That's 1, right? 2, and I yelled out 2, it's 2. And then he played queen there, and I went there. I said, that's 3, it's 3, you beauty, I've got 3. And he went there, and I thought, you bloody beauty, you know, crazy and spazzer. And he took my queen off, and then I mated him with a rook check. That's 5. I announced mate in 5 live. Without even having forced checks, I announced mate in 5, and I got it. How happy would you be with that if you were able to announce mate in 5 in a live chess game? Isn't that beautiful? Well, if you like my videos, please click the thumbs up and subscribe. It's free to subscribe on YouTube. Please feel free to make any comments in the comments column. And if I see a couple there, well, I'll try to respond to you. And please, if anybody out there's loaded and they want to make a small donation to help my channel, help me keep going to produce the content, because I do spend quite a number of hours putting all this together, then I really would appreciate it. And my PayPal is on the screen. Thank you, goodbye, and God bless. I'll see you later in my next video, or you can catch me live on TwitchTV. And if you come into my FM John Curtis chess channel on Twitch, you can play me personally. Yes, you can play the FIDE Master. I don't care if you're rating 600 or 500 or 5,000. I play everybody. Okay? So just come in, come play a visit on Twitch TV, FM John Curtis Chess, and play a FIDE Master, have some fun, and join the throng. There's another 1,000 people that I've got on my channel that follow me, and you can be the number 1,001. Okay? See you later. I'll see you.